My name is Lucy. Since being seriously ill when I was young, I could see scary things around me. This ability had brought me a lot of trouble, but one experience at the age of 20 made me grateful for this ability. At that time, I felt guilty, thinking that I was not beautiful, so I decided to go for plastic surgery. But I didn't have much money, so I went to a cheap plastic surgery hospital found online. This place was also quite crowded, and the modern facilities here also made me feel somewhat secure. The lights in the large lobby were very bright and beautifully decorated. It was impossible to imagine such a beautiful hospital with such an extremely favorable surgery cost. When I arrived, a woman appeared claiming to be a beauty consultant. She greeted me warmly and led me to her room to advise me on the packages offered here. In the room I sat across from the consultant, with a small mirror in the middle. When I looked in the mirror, I saw that my face was pale and dry. The beauty consultant saw me looking in the mirror and immediately pointed out that I should have had double eyelid surgery. When she said that, I felt that I needed to fix it all over my face. The beauty consultant saw that I was a little confused, so she got out an iPad and showed me their successful cases. That was before and after comparing pictures of other girls. But something strange happened, and I couldn't see the post-surgery pictures of the people inside the album. This thing was hard to understand. When I looked at the girl's nose in the picture, I couldn't see well with my eyes. Everything was very blurry and pale. I felt something was wrong, so I told the beauty consultant that I would go home and think about it some more. After hearing me say that, the beauty consultant said that if I was still interested or concerned about the cost, the hospital could reduce it even more. So I agreed. The following day I went to the plastic surgery hospital alone according to the scheduled appointment. Because I chose a very cheap package, I was arranged to have a surgery at night. The consultant referred a doctor to me and said that this was my primary surgeon. Strangely, I saw something appear beside him. At this time, I was worried when I saw a black shadow just clinging to the doctor. After going to the consultation room, the doctor arranged for me to sit in a chair and started drawing the contours of my face. He also showed me a mirror and asked me to confirm the lines of the monolid eye so that when in surgery, the accuracy would be high. But I suddenly saw a girl appear behind me in the mirror with a grey color. That thing gave me a bad feeling about the place. I suddenly panicked and turned around to look behind me. The doctor did not understand why I was so startled, but I saw that there was nothing. Behind me, just a clear glass window reflecting my somewhat horrified face. The doctor was taken aback by my actions and hurriedly asked me what was the matter. "How are you such wide eyes? Are you dissatisfied?" I regained my composure and was a little scared inside. I told the doctor that I did not want the surgery anymore. He said double eyelid surgery was a simple surgery and advised me not to worry too much. He said I should quickly put on the patient's clothes to do the surgery. So I also hoped the doctor would do it quickly for me. I also thought this eyelid surgery was not life-threatening, but when I entered the operating room, I seemed to hear a humming noise in my ears. I felt something behind me, so I turned to look. I saw a vague shadow from the door. It seemed to be staring at us. A nurse arranged for me to lie on the operating table and prepare to inject the anesthetic. My heart was still very anxious right now. I was restless. When I learned that I was going to have surgery, my mood was messy. I worried about possible side effects. The nurse told me that I didn't have to worry about it. It was completely safe for me since it was just a minor surgery. However, when the anesthetic was injected into my body, something strange happened. I started to feel dizzy and sizzling sound in my ears immediately became very loud. The sound was so loud that it hurt both my head and my ears. I had to cover my ears and groan. I couldn't stand it, so I shouted loudly. The doctor and nurse were shocked by my actions. They thought I might have been allergic to the anesthetic. I feel everything around me changed, becoming hazy. I was very uncomfortable, so the doctor asked me to stop the surgery and help me remove the headband used to fix the head. When I looked up, I saw the ghosts surrounding the doctor become extremely clear. It was the first time I had seen it so clearly. It was a very scary, disfigured face, swollen flesh and many scars on the skin. The head was very big and the whole body was swollen. I didn't want to look anymore and covered my eyes. The ghost didn't seem to move but just followed the doctor closely. I sat up, my heart racing. At this moment I caught another glimpse of something terrible behind me. When I looked back, it turned out to be 3 other deformed ghosts. Their faces and bodies were both uneven. There was even a female ghost whose chest collapsed. I couldn't contain myself anymore. I screamed in utter fear. I panicked and ran out of the operating room with all my might, despite the doctor and nurse's objections. As I ran through the corridor, I didn't know if I was hallucinating or not, because I saw a ghost in the window of the counseling room. There was also another ghost crouched down in the corner of the hallway. All around me ghosts appeared clearly. I rushed into the room of the beauty consultant and asked her for a refund because I wanted to leave immediately. However, the beauty consultant woman calmly withdrew the contract and showed me, and I realized that I was greedy for short-term interests and signed a stupid contract. Obviously, I was just injected with some anesthetic and didn't do anything. In the end, I only got some money back. The beauty consultant even sent security guards to watch me leave. Even though I was angry, there was nothing I could do. After this, I only occasionally went to the internet to look up news about this plastic surgery clinic. I hoped that one day they would be launched in a better form. Finally, I saw information that a young girl had committed suicide because of the failed plastic surgery. This news caused heated discussion among netizens, leading to the investigation of this plastic surgery hospital by relevant departments, and it had to be closed down.